right, so this is part 4 of our 6-part series, Keeping Fitness Simple, and today is
shoulder day, boulder shoulders. Trying to build some nice, thick shoulders, make you look nice and wide and nice and rounded in 3D. So we give you some tips on that today. Shoulders it is. We're gonna do some seated shoulder press with dumbbells. I like dumbbells because you can bring them up together. You get a little bit more control, especially if you have any little hinges in your, or any uncomfort parts of your shoulder. This is better for you. Go ahead and throw them up slowly. There you go. Now, what you want to do is make sure you have nice control over the movement and you don't move them too fast, too crazy, and your hands aren't all over the place. So what you want to do is start right here, 90 degrees. This is a really great starting point. Push up nice and slow. Up there, bring them down slowly. You want to control it. You don't want to be bouncing off the bottom, and you want to feel the tension right here. So you come up, slow, slow. There you go, slow down. Come up to about right where my hands are. Come up right, about right there. You don't got to push all the way up. You don't want your shoulders lifting, but you want to keep the tension right on the shoulders. This is good for overall shoulder movement. More. If you need to, if you want to go to failure, make sure you get somebody to spot you by your elbows and hold you up nice. Kate has great form. Look at her go. This is a great overall shoulder builder, so recommend this always. Always try to go as heavy as possible, 8 to 12 reps, I would say, would be safe, because shoulder injuries are one of the most common, and they definitely suck. Rear delt dumbbell flies. There's a lot of variations of this exercise here, so what we want to do, we're going to get Kate to do the standing variation. It makes it a little bit easier. You can do this seated. You can do it on some different angles. So let's Kate show us what not to do first. So what you don't want to do, you don't want to be swinging. Just move. I don't know what that is, but you don't want to be swinging. You don't want your back up. You want to get as straight as you can. We're trying to hit this little tiny muscle right here, the rear delt. It's a little tricky one. You also can go lightweight, but you want to move up in weight slowly just to make sure that you have tension and control. Good thing is lean up, over. You want your back nice and straight. You want to start with your pinkies facing out, away from you. Okay, this will definitely engage your rear delt a little bit more. Try with some different angles, see what feels best to you. What you want to do is push out, away from your body. That's the trick. And bring it, don't think about taking it up, think about pushing everything away. And for the rear delt, come back just a little bit. Nice and slow and control. And you only want to come down to about right there. You don't want to come all the way down in front of you because there will be no tension on the rear delt. Nice and slow, back up, slow, push out, right there. That little muscle we're working on, that will make the shoulders look nice and round. Alternating dumbbell front raises. We're going to focus on the front delt. Try to accent that little tiny thing right there. Looks great from the side, makes it look more 3D. Your shoulder look more 3D. So what you want to do is chest nice and tall. And you want to start with your hands just a little bit in front of your thighs. That way there's already tension on your front delt. And you want to bring up the front delt. There you go. A little bit across your body, nice and slow. Keep the tension. Don't go all the way back to your body. That'll keep tension on the whole time, and alternate them nice and slow. How far you raise them up depends on how much your mobility is and how your shoulder movement is. I wouldn't recommend going any higher than 90 degrees. The higher you go, the more traps get put in there. Kate has great form. Nice and slow and controlled on the negative. Looks good. Good job, Kate. Arnold presses. This motion will hit the overall shoulder with a lot of focus on the front. This is a really good press to work on the front delt and add some width to your shoulders also for your sides. So get set up, bring them up just like you would do a shoulder press, but you want your elbows straight in front of you with your palms facing you. Okay, so this is what we'll target. This is the part that will target the front delts. Slowly push them up, rotate your hands out and your elbows out, and come up to the top. And slowly lower and put the elbows back in front with a nice little twist. That's how the motion's done. Do it again a couple times, Kate. Up here. down. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want your arms too low. Once you put your arms too low, it puts too much stress on your shoulders, can cause pain, and you don't need that go that low. So you put it in a nice comfortable position, make sure your chest is up, head's back, and lift up and press. Just like a pressing movement, you're just rotating the elbows in and out, keeping the palms facing you. This will definitely build your shoulders up, especially if you can go heavy in the 8 to 12 range. It's definitely taxing on the body also. Just make sure you're controlling it, make sure you feel that tension. Good, Kate. Come on, one more. One more, one more. One more. Good job. Move shoulders. Kate, wish you what not to do first. And we'll go over the right tips. Number one, you don't hit the trainer. Yeah, well, no. Jesus, Birdie. Come on. All right, stop. It's just ridiculous at this point. No, so good form. Nice, tall, chest up, shoulders back. That's a good one. You want to lead with the pinky. When you come up to the top, your hand should be facing down, kind of like you're pouring out a jug of water, milk, something out of your hand. Okay? It's a nice and slow movement. You see the delt, side delt engaging. Slow. You don't need to come up 90 degrees, whatever feels good for you. Some people's range of motion are a little bit better, so some people can come up a little higher. But the higher you go, the more lat will get involved. It's not always a bad thing if you need to develop some lats anyway. Nice and slow, controlled. You just want to make sure that your hands, your elbow is leading the way, and your hand is not above your elbow. Anytime that your arm turns and your hand becomes in front of your elbow, you start getting more front delt, which focusing on the side delt. Kate is good form.
Kate's tired.
Kate's tired now, but stay with really good form. Move up in weight. Don't be scared to go too heavy, but once you find that your form is falling apart, then you want to either lower in weight or lower in reps or slow down and control it. But form is everything on this. You definitely want to put some tension on those side delts. Okay. Well, how not to use the dumbbells when you're doing anything except for grinding on me. That's pretty good though, actually. All right, so we're gonna do dumbbell Arnold presses. Well, I guess the only way you can do them is with dumbbell. So, Kate will demonstrate here. So, same thing, shoulders, motherfucker. Shoulders like a chola.
Love me some Kip Winger. Can't help myself.
Alternating dumbbell front raises. This will help. What the fuck is that? What happened here? What did I do?
7.